Perfect.
Hello friends, my name is Jose Luis. This time I am going to show you how to make a modern, beautiful, and very easy to make Christmas tree. I am going to leave the measurements at the end of the video. I hope you like it, and let's get to work. We start marking the star. We mark the center and the same measure from top to bottom. We cross it. We mark it down and make a circle. Notice how I will mark it. I will mark the middle of the half radius. I open the compass and mark it in the radius again. And open the compass again to have the exact measure of the space where I would have the points. It gives me exactly the 5 points of the star, because we mark a pentagon. I simply put the dots together and I have the 5 points. Then mark 2 centimeters from each side of the bottom center, and marked with the false square at 78 degrees. And also mark the center in the thickness. That would be the part where the structural pipe tip would go in. And here I have it already cut, which you can cut with a saw or a jigsaw. This is the base of the tree. I marked the center on both sides, and I'm also going to drill a hole with the 1.2 centimeter drill bit. First, a hole in the center of the circle. For that I need to open the compass and trace it. We cut it and we are going to place 3 little legs so that it rests better on the floor. I put enough glue and I am going to place it with a little nail. And I am not going to clean it so that the little legs can hold well. Now we are going to start marking the rods. This one would be the rod at the bottom and the other one at the top. We are going to mark the center. All the rods will have to be marked in this way. We are going to pierce one with a 1.4 centimeter wick. And we place it evenly at one end with another one as a guide, and we start punch out. Notice that the first thing I do is to make the wick enter the hole, and then I turn on the drill. Then I do not enlarge the hole of the first rod, that I use it as a matrix. And these are the top rods, and I do the same, and also with the remaining rods. There are 20 rods of each size. Here we have the structural pipe that we are going to place in the center. It measures 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter. It would be square. I marked it at 4 centimeters and I am going to pierce it with a 2 millimeters drill bit. And we are going to place a 1.5 inch nail in it. We're going to drive it into the pipe and pull the head out. We begin to place the rods, those rods that would be the bottom ones, which would be 88 centimeters long. There are 20 rods. Let's remember that there are 20 rods of each measure, 20 rods of 88, 20 rods of 78, 10 centimeters are subtracted from each new measure. I placed the 78, the next one that would be 68. And so on, up to the top one that would be 28 centimeters. Ready. Now I have all the rods in place and I adjust them because they lift a little bit. I make a mark. I mark it and pierce it with the 2mm drill bit to place the nail so that it will be fixed. I have to adjust the rods to the spout to be able to stretch the rod and to be able to drive the nail. I also remove the head. We are going to have to leave that little tip at 2 centimeters because we had left 2 centimeters for the star. We mark 3 centimeters from the center of the pipe, and at the bottom we mark it at the vertex. And we have marked the little tree. There I cut it to the edge. I place the ruler in that way. That gives me space to be able to enter the jigsaw. You can also cut it with a saw. And start cutting. I run the press and continue cutting. Once it is ready, I pass the orbital with 80 grit sandpaper.
Perfect.
I pass it to the edge and I also remove a little bit of the edge. Once I have it ready, I do the same thing to the other side and also sand both sides. Well, I show them that I already have it sanded, then I'm going to nail the base to the pipe. Then I start to open it. In each vertex there will be another rod, and in this way it will automatically rotate. Finally, he placed the little star. Well friends, the modern Christmas tree is ready, very nice and easy to make. These rods can be assembled in this way and have a tree in the form of spiral where you can assemble it as you like, for example with a tip to place ornaments. Or whatever you want. If you like it, give me like, share with your friends. Any questions you have, comment, I will be answering. See you in the next video. Bye bye.